And it speaks to, so if we keep on trucking, another organization I don't like quoting all that often, but Gartner, oh my gosh, Gartner is actually producing something I want to quote on this show. Um, they have a new report out, a new study that just came out, I guess, a couple of weeks ago now, the top CIO challenges. And the, as you might expect, the number one challenge is setting an AI strategy. And so that lays into everything we just talked about, that there's so much flex, it's difficult to get your hand around it. But also to the point we just talked about, that so much of your ability to drive success in AI is not about AI, it's about all the stuff that underpins it. The other four things all had nothing to do with AI. It's, well, not
Mhm.
directly, right? Data and analytics strategy, security threats, demonstrating IT's value. My God, will we ever get that one straight? And then talent strategy, right? And so I just think it's always important to kind of ground ourselves that if you want to succeed in AI, the place you need to start is in the blocking and tackling, getting your workflows under control, getting your data architecture built out, robust, have data pipelines you can trust, securing your environments, right? And being able to have a communication plan that everyone in the organization understands the value that you are providing. And if you're, and then having the talent to execute on it, right? All of that is the true. If you do all that, then in my opinion, the AI strategy writes itself, right?
Mm.
Because then it becomes very apparent where you're going. But it is still the same stuff that happens over and over and over again. So kudos to Gartner that they actually produced something that, I thought told the truth on this.
Yeah, and so, of course, there are issues that we have with some of the research we do, but they do. But when it comes to primary research, when you've surveyed, call it 1,000 IT environment or 10,000 IT executives and managers, it's hard to not get meaningful trends coming out of that. So it's helpful to see that simply that the majority of people are in the situation that you are in, that they are struggling with the soft skills and the data preparation associated with AI. And although I take the stance that AI is not just a data quality problem, it obviously does start with data quality and data management. It's just that AI also has all these other issues around parameterization and modeling and the actual math and the hardware costs that also have to come into play that go beyond the pure data.
Well, I will say one other thing. Part of the reason maybe why I'm a little bit more what is supportive of this particular research is it's not, this wasn't a survey, at least not in the traditional way. So Gartner has a group of they're not analysts, they what they call executive partners. They're basically consultants. They're as I had a friend that was one of these. He says they're basically like a rent a friend for a CIO, that. And so this particular study was effectively then compiling all of the stuff that the executive partners are hearing from the CIOs, from their clients, saying these are the issues, right? So I
Right.
think this is a really good view into what's really happening out there, and it's something, and maybe this is confirmation bias, but it reinforces certainly what I'm hearing and what I tell people all the time, that these are the real issues that organizations are continuing to face.
Yeah,
So take it for what's worth.
yeah, and I've mentioned this before that coming from a pure surveying background, that often survey data is 6 months aged by the time it comes out, just because it reflects the historical idea of what people have thought about a technology or a challenge, and inquiry aggregation honestly will give you better real time data.